who says, once Ergo minting is all over, all of the coins are mined, do you believe the incentive for miners will still be large enough to secure the network?
Oh, it's hard to say, right? So there are a lot of variables in this equation.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm now watching a little bit discussions in the Bitcoin community, right? So yeah, it seems it's even worse there, right? So for Ergo, at least, we have storage rent, right? So there are some considerations, to be done when it will start to work from July 1st, 2023. Right, so in less than 1 year, actually. Then, yeah, we will see, and there will be a lot of time, actually, to maybe modify behavior of storage rent in non-breaking ways. So there is possibility to change its parameters via just miners voting, right? And then, yeah, if we will need to smooth the rewards our blocks, then yeah, it's doable via a soft fork only, and there will be a lot of time for such a soft fork. And yeah, in case of Ergo, so miners can earn some additional tokens, secondary tokens via emission contracts, right, for other tokens, like GetBlock already doing. So I think in the future we can have a lot more of this. So in Bitcoin, there is a little bit similar, maybe, concept of merged mining. But yeah, here we have everything in the same chain, right? So maybe some merged mining profit possibilities will arise in the future as well, if the hash rate will be big enough, especially.
Yeah, I saw that GwapSwap actually gave like a title for that. They're calling it a fair initial
mining offering. Yeah, so FIMO, like FOMO, but FIMO, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that yesterday. I thought that was a nice term they put together. That's actually a really big driver. Once Ergo starts to go over the cliff, because it opens up new projects in a really unique way, right? One thing that I think miners do not get enough credit for generally is a lot of miners are users, right? And proof of work has always been really good at coin distribution and bootstrapping community. So, if a dApp developer out there builds something interesting, they launch in a way that is fair and gives economic incentive to miners to mine. It really gives a unique way to bootstrap a user base versus just, I don't know, airdrops or, that sort of, token distribution. I find a lot less interesting than bootstrapping via work. So that's something that, we're still building out. I know with Babel fees, with GwapSwap, we're getting a lot of kind of the back-end tooling that could potentially make that user experience really seamless. And hopefully as we get open source frameworks that are developing in parallel, we continue to build tools that make, newer DeFi dApps more interesting and really build out the performance on top of the network. I think that's ultimately what's going to drive unique projects. Sometimes in this space, I think there's like a drive to recreate what's already been created in a new environment, right? So it's like, okay, let's copy what Ethereum functionality already is, but put it on a new chain. And there's some value to that. It kind of catches us up, in terms of like application, programs. But I ultimately think extended UTXO can do some really unique things that can't be replicated in other environments. And those are probably going to be the DeFi dApps that drive the most value.
Yeah, and to add, miners are often developers. And yeah, even earliest, big contributors such as MHS or Jason Davis. So they came from actually Zcash mining initially. So MHS did some mining, and Jason Davis, I believe, made one of the first miners for Zcash. Yeah, now we actually have a lot done by miners. So GetBlock shown a lot of interesting contracts and made that Plasma library. And yeah, GoUpSwap, is also a project by miners. And yeah, I believe a lot of other projects, yeah, actually started by people from mining sub-community.
Yeah, I guess people kind of forget there used to be a point in time where if you wanted to be a participant in one of these networks, that was the go-to way, was to mine the network rather than, we didn't have the exchange infrastructure that we have today. If you look at like early Bitcoin days, that was how you participated for the most part, is you mined versus just kind of came in through the retail side. So the proof of work has always been pretty good at bootstrapping that type of community. All right.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean, so it's about also investing, right? Something. So yeah, so in case of FIMO, so in comparison with airdrops, right? So to get tokens, there is no need to make some stupid actions like submitting your email, right? Or social networks to somewhere, trying to cheat the system by registering fake accounts to get more tokens, as people are usually doing actually. So here is a kind of fair lottery, right? So you are buying basically lottery tickets with your hardware. And then getting rewarded. So yeah, it's I think a very viable alternative to airdrops. I mean, FIMO, initial miner offering.
Yeah, talking to a lot of the community people, managers that run the chats, it's a lot of times when you get the airdrops or free giveaways, they just get bombarded with, new people trying to come in, get free stuff. And sometimes, the chats can almost be like unusable.
All right. Yeah. So in Ergo, we made a couple of airdrops, with partners. So one was with, Magnum Wallet. It was later shut down, and then CoinsBit exchange, and especially for CoinsBit exchange, that was like Telegram groups made unusable for a few days because of a lot of newcomers writing complete nonsense. For unclear reasons even. So there was no any reason to write nonsense in a Telegram group to get free tokens. But I also believe there are actually a lot of bot farms, right? Or human farms which are farming tokens.
Yeah, I would definitely say that's probably the case where, sometimes you may not even be inviting, a bunch of users. You may just get a couple that are spinning up a bunch of wallets or throwing a bunch of bots in chats. Fun, that you get a little crazy.